Donald Trump has been laser focused, and his campaign was built to take on exactly one candidate, President Joe Biden. They believed Joe Biden would dig in, and they did not believe the Democrats would coalesce around Kamala Harris quite so fast.
We have an election to win.
Kamala Harris has been framing her argument as the prosecutor versus the felon.
I took on perpetrators of all kinds.
Now, Donald Trump is used to people describing him as a felon. What he hasn't had is somebody describing themselves as a prosecutor, making the case against him.
I know Donald Trump's type.
Trump is dripping with contempt for Harris.
There's never been a lunatic like this in the White House.
He has told people that she talks in rhyme. He has described her as dumb as a rock. He's been trying out different nicknames for her, which is often a sign that he isn't quite sure how to attack someone.
I call her Laughing Kamala.
Lion, Kamala Harris, Lion, L-Y-I-N apostrophe.
Trump is pretty harsh about both female and male antagonists, but he does have a specific line of attack that he uses on women. He always describes them as mentally unstable.
No, she's crazy. She's nuts. She's not as crazy as Nancy Pelosi, crazy Nancy.
Or describes them as weak, in the case of Hillary Clinton, saying,
She doesn't have the strength and she doesn't have the stamina to be president. She doesn't.
At the end of the day, there were not a ton of risks for Trump with his attacks on Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton had been in the public light for decades. She had accumulated baked-in negative reactions with a portion of voters. Despite serving as vice president for 4 years, Kamala Harris is someone new to a lot of voters. She could increase turnout among black voters. She could increase the gender gap that Trump is already facing. One thing that's been really striking is that Kamala Harris has dominated the news cycle. Often when that happens, Trump will do something to try to get it back, sometimes in self-destructive ways. On the one hand, you have Donald Trump doing what Donald Trump likes to do best, which is attack personally. On a more strategic level, you have his campaign beginning to ease into a message about how she is a quote-unquote radical liberal.
Kamala Harris has been the ultra-liberal driving force behind every single Biden catastrophe.
That is the message that they want to frame.